Hello you guys, welcome back to the channel. Hi, my name is Erin. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, thanks for looking at another video. Today we're going to be getting into my June TBR, so books I want to be read books for June. So all the books I want to read. We'll see, I'm going to have a lot more time in June because I am on summer vacation. I don't have to work. I'm a teacher if you're new here, so I'm on summer vacation, and so I have a lot more free time to be reading, so I'm expecting to get a lot more reading done in June, hopefully. We'll see how it goes, of course. Sometimes I can be a bit of a mood reader, so it just depends on my mood at the time. But anyways, it's definitely been a lot slower. I think my most for this year, I definitely know my most for this year has been January. I read 16 books in January, but I also read a lot of smaller books in January. So yeah, I definitely think I'll be able to get a little bit more done here in June, and I'm super excited about that. But we're going to pick some of my books right now. I have a little bit of a TBR game that I do. I've just created a few months ago with cards, and I also have a couple books that I might have in mind, but I'm going to pick the card ones first and try to mash those into the prompts. And I might pick a bit more books this month since I do have more time. So without further talking, we're going to hop into the video. But before we do, if you like videos like this, talking about books, then definitely think about subscribing. I also do other content here on my channel, including makeup videos as well as movie commentaries and first time watches to movies as well. And I'll do a lot of book content as well. So talking about the books I'm reading, summarizing, and reading book videos in general. So yeah, if you like that kind of content, think about subscribing. And if you like this video, by the end, give it a thumbs up. So without further talking, let's go ahead and hop into it. All right, you guys, so we're going to hop right into it. Last month for my TBR, I think I had about 7 to 8 books. And so I'll maybe keep it around that range and read more if I need to. Or maybe we could do a bit more this month. I don't know. But I do have my, like I said, my little card game here. So what I'll do is I have a deck of cards, and I'm a card collector as well as a book collector, so I love collecting different types of cards. First time I did this, I used my Nightmare on Elm Street cards, which are very fun. Second time I did it, I used, I think, like Charlie Brown cards. And this time I have my pack of cards that I got in Puerto Rico. So I went to Puerto Rico a few summers ago, and I got these cool cards, so we'll be using these today. So I just shuffle the cards, and whatever card I pick corresponds to a number or a face card or the ace, and that prompt was what I have to follow for the book that I need to choose for that card that I picked. And right now I'm keeping it very simple, just doesn't matter the suit, it just depends on the number or the face card. But I think I want to expand this and also do different suits as well, although this pack of cards doesn't have suits on it. I think they're a bit different because they're from Puerto Rico. I think they just have just the numbers. So yeah, I think, yeah, I don't see any suits on these ones, so that's just perfect for this one. But yeah, let's go ahead and hop into it. I'm hoping that I can match some of the prompts I get today to some of these library books I have, because I really need to get these read for June, and yeah, so I can return them to the library. I can always renew, but you get what I'm saying. So yeah, let's go ahead and pick our first card, and then I guess I never put the prompts in the video description. Like I said, maybe I can read them all for sure, you guys, and hold it to the screen here. We'll do that. So here's the different prompts. You can pause and read them. Hopefully my writing is pretty clear. But yes, I never remember to put them in the description box. But if you want to do this as well, definitely, it's really easy and fun. You can even use like a number generator or like a card generator on your phone if you don't have a deck of cards, and pick some books that way. If you want to do it along, let me know what you got down in the comment section. But yeah, let's go ahead and pick a number. I'm going to shuffle them. Cards. And I don't pick, I just pick right from the top. Okay, number three, and these cards are so cool. Like, they're so sweet. So number 3, maybe I should pick all the cards and then, well, let's read it. So number 3 is a new to you author. Oh, okay. That actually works because I have 2 books here from the library, and I've never read from either of these authors. So I'm going to go ahead and pick this one, Daughters of the Wild by Natalka Burian. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but this one I picked up, I think I mostly picked this up for the cover, but then I read the synopsis. So we're in rural West Virginia. Joni and her foster siblings live on a farm tending a mysterious plant called the vine. The older girls are responsible for cultivating the vine, performing sacred rituals to make it grow. After Joni's arranged marriage goes horribly wrong, leaving her widowed with the baby, she plots her escape with the help of her foster brother, Cello. But before they can get away, her baby goes missing, and Joni, desperate to find him, turns to the vine, understanding it to be far more powerful than her siblings realize. She begins performing generations-old rituals to summon the vine's power and goes on a perilous journey into the wild, pushing the boundaries of her strength and sanity to bring her son back. So that sounds very, very good. Almost fit horror, thrillerish, maybe some fantasy going on there. I'm very excited for this. And yeah, I feel like this will be a good one. And it's not too long, which good. Be able to finish it soon. But yes, this definitely fits for that prompt for New to Me Arthur. 298 pages. That's really good. So yay. I'm glad I'm able to put one of those books from the library. All right, so I'm just gonna kind of shuffle them around a little bit because I already just shuffled them. Only just pick one card. So the next number is or face card. Oh, that's the 12. Number 12. Well, these are just, look at that artwork. Beautiful. So okay, so number 12 is going to be book in a series. Oh, okay. I need to think on this one. Let me go and see what I have. I do have quite a lot of series that I need to finish and have a goal to start finishing more series. I actually just wrote down a couple different series that I'm in the middle of. So let me go and look. All right, you guys, I went ahead, I kind of picked a toughie here because it's very thick looking at it. But I just read Mistborn last month in April, and I was so enthralled with it. I immediately wanted to get the rest of the books in the first trilogy from Brandon Sanderson, and so I did an order from Books A Million, and they had a pretty nice little sale going on recently, and so I got quite a few books. And so some of the books that I got were the next two in the series. So I got The Well of Ascension, and I also got the third book, Hero of Ages, I believe. It's over here in the box still. I have all the books. I haven't even really unpacked them. They came a few days ago. I have opened them and looked at them because I'm obsessed, but I haven't really took them out of the box. But I went ahead and pulled this one out. This is book 2 in the series, and it's The Well of Ascension. We're following up the story of back to some of my other series. I might pull some more series books actually for June, because I need to start finishing up some series that I've just like read the first book or read a few books in it. I did recently just finish a series I've been working on for quite a few years, so I'm very happy about that. But yes, we're gonna go ahead and put this as our all right, you guys. Here we have 2 books so far. Let's just go ahead and pick another one right off the top. Oh god, it's at 12. What are the chances? Okay, so another book in a series. All right, you guys, I figured out which one I'm gonna do for this. I was thinking of some of the series that I've recently been reading or have read in the past like year and this year as well, and I was thinking possibly doing the second one to Dune, which I have the Dune books here. I have the first 3 there in a little set that I bought from Books A Million. And then I was also thinking, I just recently read The Hobbit, and I wanted to go ahead and start on the Lord of the Rings trilogy, but I actually have a series that I read the first book earlier this year, and I do have the audio book already. I've went ahead and got the second book on audio on Audible, and I've had it for quite a few months now, the audio book, and I haven't listened to it. So I used one of my credits on Audible, and I'm like, we need to go ahead and read that book. So I'm going to actually listen and read The Magician King, which is the second book in the Magician series by Lev Grossman, yeah. And so this one, I really did enjoy The Magicians. It wasn't like an all-time favorite book, but I really enjoyed the concept of it. It's basically taking all these different fantasy elements and also taking a bit of the story of the Chronicles of Narnia, but it's like changed up, taking elements of that, and we're following these group of like teens, and they actually are in this magical school, and then they get transported to this world that is very, very similar to Narnia, but it's called something else called Fillory. And this series definitely has a lot of influence from a lot of other fantasy, classic fantasy stories like Narnia, Harry Potter, and kind of mixed in together, but a bit darker, a little bit more pessimistic, and definitely more angsty. Definitely more teen. So I'm excited to see where they follow in book 2. I definitely enjoyed book 1, but like I said, it wasn't like an all-time favorite thing. You know what I'm saying? I had my issues with it. So I'm excited to see where the second book goes. And I did listen to the first book on Audible as an audiobook. So I'm excited to get the second one as well. And I actually do own the physical copy of the first book as well. So I did kind of half and half, but this one I'll do all right, an audiobook. Shuffle these up so we can get something different. All right, so that was a terrible shuffle. Next, 11. Okay, so number 11. So far, this is our 4th book. What is the number 11 prompt? Book of the month book. Perfect. I have a book of the month book that I'm ready to get into. For this prompt, I'm so glad I got this. Darling Girl. This one was the book of the month for May, actually. So it's perfect to read it in June. This is Darling Girl, a novel of Peter Pan, where I think are going to be seeing Peter Pan as the villain, actually, which I love a twist like that. Once Upon a Time is an awesome TV series if you have not seen it, and it had Peter Pan as the villain there. I don't think it's a very new concept, actually. I think actually a lot of people can see that with Peter Pan, but I'm excited to see how they would do it in a book form. And I've never read from this author, but I'm excited to see what we have here, and the whole concept of it is really, really cool. Of course, we have some fantasy elements in this. I've got a lot of fantasy books so far. All of the books so far have been fantasy elements. Yeah, continue with Mistborn. The first book I had was like horror fantasy, kind of with the vine thing. I think it's fantasy, actually, don't know. Kind of picked that book up on a whim, but this has definitely got some fantasy elements or like fairy tale elements. And The Magician's King. Okay, so we're getting fantasy heavy this month. Let's see if we can get some more genres going on here. Let's pick our next card. So just kind of move it around. When I do that, I just keep the same card on top. I need to actually move the card. Okay. 7. Okay, what is a 7? Number 7 is off your shelf. Perfect, off my shelf. Okay, that should be guys. I found a book off my shelf that I've had for a while. I actually got this as a gift from my mom and my sister. They were randomly at Walmart or Target, one of those. And they just picked this up for me because they know I love this author. It's going to be Later by Stephen King. This is, I'm pretty sure, Stephen King's detective mystery type of era, maybe. Maybe I'm making that up, but I'm definitely thinking this is, yeah. So yeah, crime and detective-y era from Stephen King. I'm excited because I've not read any of these ones that he's came out with, like Joyland, The Colorado Kid, etc. And since I'm on a quest to read everything from Stephen King, perfect timing for this. This is a shorter book as well, 260 something pages, 68 I believe. So that's perfect. Maybe even less than 68. 264 pages. Perfect. Nice and short, simple, easy. I love it. So I'm going to do this one for one off of my shelf that I own for this prompt. So yeah, this one is, we're following, I think, yeah, we have like a kid that we're following and a mom. I think we have some special ability here. Terrifying and touching story of innocence lost and trials that test our sense of right and wrong. With echoes of it. Oh, okay. It's one of my favorite, probably my favorite Stephen King book. I haven't really evaluated it, but I've been saying it's one of my favorite books of all time, actually. So that's exciting. I'm excited for this one. Let's go ahead and pick our next one now. Picking our next card. Let's shuffle it up a little bit. Just, you know. Okay. 9. Number 9. This is our sixth book, number 6. Okay, so number 9 is a sci-fi. Oh gosh, sci-fi. Oh gosh. Okay, you guys. So at first I was like, oh my gosh, sci-fi. I didn't know if I might have ended up picking that second book in Dune after all, but I was like, I'm already reading a really thick book, which is that Brandon Sanderson one, and it wouldn't be too hard to do the second book in Dune. But I also just got this book recently in my order from Books A Million, and I'm like, this is a good opportunity to read this. So I'm going to read Wakers by Orson Scott Card. He also wrote Ender's Game, which is one of my favorite sci-fi books that I read when I was quite a bit younger, and I didn't even realize I like sci-fi, but now I do realize it. So I definitely want to check this one out. It doesn't have the best reviews on Goodreads, so I'm a little scared, but I do want to give, this a try. I've already ordered it. I own it now, so might as well read it. We'll see what it does, but it was basically following it's very vague, kind of vague, but it's basically like people are waking up in these coffin-shaped boxes, and when you lift the lid, you're surrounded by all these other boxes, and they're containing mummified human corpses. And so that's the situation that our main character is finding himself in. And so that's pretty much, yeah, all that it says here on the back. Pretty exciting, pretty interesting, definitely sci-fi. Just looked it up, it's sci-fi. So yeah, yes, this is gonna be it. And it's also young adult, so I'm expecting it to be a bit faster or easier to read. It's not super duper long. There are no page numbers. Oh, there are, but not for the last few pages. So almost less than 400 pages, so that's good. Okay, so this will be my sci-fi. So far we have 6 books, and I still don't have this last book from the library on here. I'm hoping to get it. I don't know even what this book. Hopefully we can try to fit this into a prompt, and I'm only going to do 7 or 8 books because I don't want to overwhelm myself, and I still have 1 book that I'm still finishing, 2 books that I'm still finishing from May. Okay, so I'm shuffling the cards again. Let me try not to look at them. Do like a baby shuffle, very elementary shuffle. Okay, let's pick from randomly in the middle. 10, a number 10. Okay, what is a 10? Let's see, a number 10 is book with a cool cover. Oh gosh, book with a cool cover. I don't think this cover is cool. The book I'm trying to get in here is this one, which is The Witches of Eastwick, which I got from the library, and I need to return this book soon. But I don't really, if I'm being honest, I don't think that cover is that. I mean, it's a cool cover, but wouldn't be the coolest to me. Let me see if I can find a book that fits that. All right, I found one, you guys. This was also one I bought not too long ago. I went out thrifting, and the cover is very cool in my opinion. It's very like vintage looking, and also it's a different genre, so it's like I got a lot of fantasy and like sci-fi. We're going with this one. This is Clive Barker's Book of Blood, and it's volume 1. So very excited for this. I've been wanting to read some more Clive Barker after I read the Hellbound Heart, which is the book that the Hellraiser movie is based on. This one I believe is like novellas or short stories. So yeah, it has some different ones in here. So that's going to be exciting to read. Oh, I'm so excited for this. But yeah, I've really enjoyed the Hellbound Heart, and this is a very short one. I can definitely read this. I can even read this in one sitting. It's like 210 pages, and the cover is cool. Look at that cover. Very vintage horror, vintage. Almost reminds me of like Goosebumps, but obviously a little darker. So yeah, very, very cool cover. That'll be my book for that prompt. All right. I think 1 more, even possibly 2 more books. Let's try to get this. All right, you guys. Okay, shuffled it a lot today. Let's just pick a card. I'm going to pick it random though. Oh my gosh. Is that a number 12? No. Are you serious? Okay. Book from a series. Wow. Okay. Maybe I can try to do another audiobook or... Okay, you guys, that took a bit longer than I expected, but I finally found my next one for book in a series. That's 3 12s that I've had. And is that normal to have that many? Of course. Okay. Anyways, so the book I've decided to put here is Artificial Condition by Martha Wells. I think that's the title. I just looked at it. I'm like literally have a bad memory. Artificial Condition by Martha Wells. It is the 2nd book in the Murder Bot Diaries series. The first one is All Systems Red, which I read in January. I enjoyed it. I didn't absolutely like love it, but I did really enjoy the series, the first book, and I heard the series is really good. People enjoyed the series overall, so I think I should continue and try the rest of the books out. So the second one I'm actually going to read it on audiobook. I just looked on my Scrib app. So I have that one that I subscribe to. It's like an audio and ebook subscription that you can do, and similar to Audible, but I feel like it has a little bit more choices actually that is included in the membership. So Artificial Condition is one of the books that's included in the membership, and I know that these are like novella size, so they're all pretty small, so I'm expecting that one to be done very quickly, especially because I listen to them at like 2x speed. So yeah, that's going to be my book in the series, third one for this one today. And so yes, let's pick our, all right, this is book number 9, so I think this is probably going to be my last one, and if I don't get this book here, I just can read it anyways, obviously. But yes, okay, let's, oh, let me not look at the cards, hold on, shuffle them up a little bit more. Okay, so let's grab this one here. A 9, another 9. Goodness, what is 9? I already had a 9. Okay, 9. Sci-fi. Is this sci-fi? Pretty sure this is fantasy. Doggone it. It's like this card game wants me to pick Dune. It wants me to pick Dune because that's a sci-fi, right? Because I don't think I own any other. I do own a Michael Crichton book. It's thick. I'm not going to read that. And then, do I have any other sci-fis? I might have some dystopian books. I really do love dystopian novels. But again, I just picked the sci-fi book too. Can I cheat? I'm going to cheat. I'm going to put that card back in and repick, you guys. I know. My game, my rules. I feel like that's cheating. But I'm going to pick one more card. Okay. I don't think I have any other sci-fis. 6. What is 6? I feel like this is also not going to fit this book, so I might as well have just picked romance book. Does this have elements of romance in it? All right, you guys, this book does not have elements of romance in it, but I do have one on Kindle that I was starting to read, but I haven't finished. So I'm going to put that one here on my TBR. I don't know if that's cheating as well, but we're going to count it. It's His Hopeful Bride by Bella Brown. So I've already started this book, but I never finished it. So I want to put this one on my TBR for June since I've already got a bit of a head start on it. And it's a very quick one. It's an ebook, so it's going to be on Kindle, read it on my phone very quickly, and it's a very short book. So I think that'll be perfect. And you know what, you guys? I'm just going to go ahead and add this book onto my TBR. So that's 10 books, my most ambitious TBR yet. Oh my goodness. We picked so many different cards. This was fun though. This was fun looking for books to fit these prompts. But yeah, getting those ones that are all in a series, that was tough. But yeah, let me bring the books over so we can just kind of recap really quickly, you guys. So here are the books that I'm going to be reading. So we have Daughters of the Wild is this one here, The Well of Ascension, thick one, Later by Stephen King, Book of Blood by Clive Barker, Wakers by Orson Scott Card, Darling Girl by Liz Mikulski, I hope I'm saying that right. And then 2 audiobooks, which are The Magician King by Lev Grossman and The Artificial Condition by Martha Wells. And then also my ebook, His Hopeful Bride by Bella Brown. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then lastly, The Witches of Eastwick by John Updike. And the reason I want to read this one is because I love the movie. And I don't think this book actually has that great of ratings on Goodreads when I looked it up. But I do really, really enjoy the movie. It has, oh gosh, Jack Nicholson. Is it Susan Sarandon? And Michelle Pfeiffer and Cher. So like star-packed cast. Some of my favorite people. And if you have not seen The Witches of Eastwick, the movie, you should definitely watch it. But I wanted to read the book, so we're doing it. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing this month of June, you guys. I'm very excited about this. This is a lot of books. I also have this book I'm still finishing from May, which is Kaiki. I don't know how to pronounce this. I'm so sorry. But I'm like not even halfway through. Can you see where the bookmark is? Can you see? Yeah, you can probably see. But I still have one more day. It's May 29th when I'm filming this. So I'm on chapter 13. I'm not even halfway through. This is a pretty thick one. But yeah, you never know. I could finish this. But if I don't, I'll be finishing in June. So possibly 11 books. Yeah. Anyways, that's it for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel down below. And let me know what you're reading for June. Or if you're, you know, you don't know, you're just a mood reader, let me know that too. Let me know anything down below in the comment section. And I'll check you guys out in the next video very, very soon. Stay safe. Adios.